The framers of our Constitution knew the dangers of an executive unbound and attempted to protect us.
The problem is that the other side here is taking this 18th century conception and trying to impress it on the 21st century.
The president has the power to execute the law, but he cannot make law. He can't amend law and he cannot repeal the law. Only the Congress has power to do that.
All of us who have kids know that whenever there are rules, there are disagreements about what those rules mean.
I've long told my students in constitutional law, think not about presidents or leaders that they admire and trust, but ones that they disagree with.
We went through a Great Depression, a New Deal, a couple of world wars, a civil rights revolution, and people demanded that the national government solve more and more complicated problems.
Good intentions are no substitute for good constitutional law. The Congress certainly knows how to give that flexibility, and some of this delegation to administrative agencies is how they deal with it.
One of the most prominent arenas in which the president's been criticized is immigration policy. Congress has asked the president essentially to do the impossible. To enforce the law fully, the president would have to deport 11 million people. That means inevitably the president has to pick and choose, has to decide where enforcement resources will be prioritized and where they'll be deprioritized.
The actual terms of the order was to give them lawful status. Now, that doesn't mean not deporting them. That isn't just not prioritizing someone else, but it's hard to take seriously the idea that this is just routine enforcement discretion.
The idea was to have these checks and balances in cases of both Bush and Obama, I think. Their partisan interests of the members of Congress will defend their own president's party rather than actually standing up for those boundaries.
Reagan issued 381 executive orders over 2 terms. Clinton issued 364. Bush issued 291. Obama issued 242 through 7 1/3 years, pretty much in line with his predecessors. And then finally, the scary topic of recess appointments. Reagan, 232. Clinton, 139. Bush, 171. Obama, through 6 years, 32.
What will future presidents do with these expansive powers? Well, we don't know. Yes, recent presidents have usurped the powers of Congress. If we're not willing to say even that, we deserve what we get.
Each presidential administration comes with a mandate from the people and a set of priorities that might be different than the last presidential administration. That's democracy. It's not tyranny.